stranger?
Hi, Rigmor.
Hey. Hi there, Sorella. Are you okay?
Angie is so cool. She said she will teach me everything she knows so I can be a huntress someday.
That sounds great.
Yeah, and if any bad guys come, she's going to show me how to put an arrow in their heads.
Is that so? I'm glad I'm not one of those bad guys then.
Mm-hmm.
Well met, Dragonborn. Is she alright? What has happened? You met Tylar Adriat and you brought her back to me alive? Khajiit is once again thankful to the gods of their excellent choice of guardian. They have chosen wisely indeed. Did you find any information on the whereabouts of Sigurd? Khajiit knew, yes, but she needed courage to find her destiny. Her knowing who Tylar Adriat is would have brought fear into the equation. This one had hoped that there would be no contact. Alas, Khajiit can see she has been dealt a blow deep in her heart. The last time she was like this was after the rescue. When I smuggled her out of Valenwood, she was gravely ill. I bought her the best physicians coin could buy, and we nursed her back from the darkness. This one thought she was mute. She never said or uttered a single word for 6 months. Then one day, Khajiit couldn't find her anywhere. In panic, searched high and low, and there she was in the library room. She had discovered herself again. She knew what her name was. She knew who her father was, and she also remembered what happened to her. It's a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it? It was a cold, dark night, and had been raining for 3 days. Khajiit emissaries had been instructed to travel to Valenwood, to be entertained by the Talmor at their embassy in Haven. The Dominion had been trying to improve relations with elsewhere, to counter skooma smuggling for one. And this one was an influential emissary based in Torval, just over the border. The party continued late into the night. The Talmor all full of themselves with drunken arrogance. Khajiit emissaries were about to leave when the Talmor insisted on showing a spectacle. The daughter of the beast of Hammerfell they kept locked in a cage in the dungeons. We felt compelled to comply. We went down into the cells, and there she was, lying very still. They had torn the flesh from her back with their whips, and the blood had run in rivulets on the floor. They laughed, but she was just a child. Khajiit knew that he would need to rescue her, or she would surely die in that filthy cell. Her father was a renowned war chieftain during the Great War. He fought for the Empire under General Jonna. After the war, he took his Nord Brigade to Hammerfell and fought alongside the Red Guard against the Dominion. After the treaty was signed, he disbanded his men and settled in Bruma in Cyrodiil, married Sigun and had a child. The Talwar had him extradited and executed in Alinor for war crimes, and the child and her mother sold into slavery. Khajiit quickly made arrangements and had everything in place, while the guards were distracted, picked the lock on the cage. This one wrapped the child in his robe, picked her up and carried her to an awaiting caravan to rendezvous with the boat. To take her to my embassy in Torval. It took a long time for her to recover. She has become very special to Khajiit. This one loves and cares for her deeply. She will need to rest for a while. Did Sefri have any information? Did you find anything on Sigul? Khajiit has heard of this place. It is not far from the border with High Rock. This one will investigate and find a place on the map. Meanwhile, I have a very special mission for you and Rigmor. Yes, this one has spoken to friends in high places. Elisif will be getting extra protection. She will not be informed unless it becomes absent. However, we must be diligent and prepare for an imminent invasion. So you are going to help by brokering a peace deal in the event of such an event. That's exactly what Khajiit means. Dalius and Ulfric must be persuaded to break off their civil war plans if such an event was to take place. The Order is not to be alarmed in any way, so we must use subterfuge. We must have that truce, Dragonborn. If the invasion begins, the Emperor will be advised to keep his army in Cyrodiil. So the Stormcloaks and the Empire troops here will need to combine forces to stop the Order's northern army group in Skyrim. Hjalmarch and Morfall will be our focus points. Stop them there, and we can throw them back into the sea. If Whiterun falls, and with Solitude and Windhelm besieged, all is lost. They will march south, join forces with Army Group South, and crush Mead's army in Cyrodiil. Tamriel, you will need to visit Cassius Varon and Ingol Stormblade. You yourself will not be able to see Ulfric or Tullius. But these two men are their trusted advisors. You must convince them and give them these letters. Take Rigmor with you. Both of these men fought under her father in Hammerfell. Use it. They will be expecting you. But take these Imperial uniforms for when you visit Varon. Wear them. Remember, you are still both wanted. She is strong. Don't worry, she will be fine. She thinks a lot about you. Give her time. Go and speak to these two men. This one will find the location for Diamond Ridge Mine.
I'm sorry. Barendar. Okay. Want me to come with you?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Aye. Hmm? Aye. Hey. Hmm? Need something?
What do you need, body?
Hey, why are you still standing around? Get over to the east side and fix that.
Yes, sir. Right away.
You, has there been any news from
Need something?
Step aside. By Talos, must I do everything myself around here? Hey, move that wagon over to the bridge and block that hole. Hey, who's asking? You must be Rigmor's guardian, right? Then you. You must be Rigmor.
Hey, I'm sorry,
I served with your father in Hammerfell, child. If there's anything you need, anything, just say the word. My sword is yours to command. Continue, friend. Hey. Yeah, a courier came by yesterday, handed me a note. It said you were coming and it was about something important, but it didn't mention why. Yeah, they've been testing us all night, probing our defenses. An Imperial charge made a breach in the east wall just before you arrived. Not usually. Up until now it's been a phony war. Then that sly old dog Cassius Varen decided to sit his legion on the Pales border with Whiterun. I advised Ulfric to set up a garrison here in case he tried to make a move. Yeah, we both served under Jana in the Great War. He was in the Legion at the time. I was in the Nord Volunteer Brigade. He disappeared for a time after the treaty. Then we found and saved his sorry ass in the Brenna River in Hammerfell. Apart from the occasional skirmish, as you can see, we keep a respectful distance. For now. But recently there's been a large band of marauders and bandits causing us a problem here in Eastmarch, especially with the locals. They've been quiet lately since we set up camp here, but they've been spotted hanging around near Narzelbur. It's an orc stronghold we trade with not far to the east of here. There's some good people there. The patrol I sent out a few hours ago to check on them hasn't reported back. I was about to head up myself and search for them. Hey, would you and Rigmor like to come along? I can use some backup. Okay, let's head out.
Aye.
Wait up!
Hey. Yeah, looks like the bandits have taken the stronghold as well. They would have killed all the orcs for sure. Gods damn it! The murdering scum are not gonna get away with it this time. This far and no further. It's time for some payback. You're as good as done.
the wrong girl.
Hey, these were good people, Guardian. I should have come sooner. Maybe then they'd still be alive. Maybe later. I need a little time to myself. Why don't you and Rigmor check the place out? See if there's anything you can use. Hey. Sure, let's head back. We can talk later. I could use a drink.
What do you need, Bard?
What is it?
No,
Hey.
we didn't talk about it at all. I knew he had, but I never knew anything until his arrest. The stuff I read about him in books, I didn't want to believe it. It wasn't the person I knew.
Yeah, those scumsuckers in the Imperial City changed all that. Your father was a hero, a true Nord. Our Berserk army sometimes had them running before they even drew their swords. Of course the Altmer fought, and with courage. I respected them for that. But we were all betrayed by the Concordat. Meade sold us out, the bastard.
What was he like? My father, I mean. Really?
Like I said, a true Nord. He never broke the rules of combat. And all of that about war crimes, that was all dog crap. Character assassination that came after the war. Dreamed up by Imperial politicians with their noses buried in Thalmor backsides.
The Empire sold you out?
Hell yeah, but we weren't done with the elves. Not until they rescinded their blasphemy against Talos and restored him to his rightful place among the Nine. Ragnar had all his captains together. He said, "Tell the men they can either go home to their farms or join me in Hammerfell." Every single man, every one of them, roared and bashed their swords against their shields. Girl, that was a sight to behold. Ragnar! 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 We spent a year in Hammerfell. I believe today, true as my word, if we had not been there side by side with the Red Guard, Hammerfell would have fallen. They hated him for that. But I'm still curious about your companion, Rigmor. Let's hear your story. Why are you here? Hey. You've got to be kidding me. This is serious. Yeah, it all seems to make sense, but why should I believe all this? I'm going to look a damn fool if it's not true. Ulfric will have me crucified. What if it's another pile of lies? What if it's not true?
Ingol, it is true. It is. Please.
Enough. When the time comes, I will be honored to fight and die by your side.
No, I didn't mean...
Guardian, go tell your man Rar Bendar, or whatever the hell his name is. He has his army. Leave Ulfric to me. Oh, and if you see that old goat Cassius, tell him I send my regards. Ask him about your father, Rigmor. He has a very tall tale to tell. What is it? Farewell.
Okay. dress. You know, it really suits me. How do I look? I wonder if the Legion wears underwear. Okay, focus.